Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Right, so first of all, I hope you're all doing well. Now, you'll all hear Dillian Whyte speaking and going in on Deontay Wilder, Otto Wallin, and Ruiz Jr. and Luis Ortiz in just a minute. In fact, this is taken from the latest interview that I'd done with Dillian Whyte only 2 days ago. And unfortunately, and I do say unfortunately because I feel very, very embarrassed about the fact that I took up nearly an hour of Dillian Whyte's time when he could have done this with Sky Sports or IFL TV, but he done it with me instead at a very, very busy time in his camp where we speak about not only these particular subjects that's coming up, but the Anthony Joshua rematch. He goes into detail why that didn't happen, his new trainer in Xavier Miller, him moving to Portugal, plus many, many other things that people talk about in the comment section of all videos. And what's going to be annoying about it is that people have not watched this interview, but yet people will still be dropping the same comments. Oh, well, we should have taken the Anthony Joshua rematch. Well, all your answers are in that video, and only 10% of my subscriber base watched that interview with Dillian Whyte. Now, that will pop up at the end of this one, so there is another opportunity for you to watch it. But yet, 90% of my subscriber base will go watch Eddie Hearn and Tony Bellew drive around the Matchroom headquarters in a tractor. I mean, I don't know what... I mean, is that more interesting for you to watch Eddie Hearn drive around in a tractor than it is to get all the up-to-date information with Dillian Whyte? Really? I don't understand that. So going forward, I mean, I've got a couple more interviews to do, and then I'm probably going to knock interviews on the head. People keep asking me, when are you going to get Dillian Whyte back on the channel? What about this, that, and the other? In fact, only yesterday I did one with Barry Hearn for about half hour, and about 3% of my subscriber base watched that one. But as I said, you're quite happy to go watch Eddie Hearn and Tony Bellew drive around a field. Good one. Now, Dillian Whyte, first of all, I'm going to give everybody a bit of a background for all of these fighters, and then you'll hear Dillian Whyte speak. So first of all, with Deontay Wilder, he was WBC champion for 5 years. He cherry-picked, absolutely terrible resume. But yeah, he could have fought Dillian Whyte in any point of that time. Bearing in mind that yesterday marks the 1,000 days that Dillian Whyte has been number one in the WBC. 1,000 days. So today is 1,001 days. Now, with Deontay Wilder, he even sent Dillian Whyte a personal message and said, I'm going to freeze you out for 2 years. It don't matter if you fight Luis Ortiz and beat him or not. I still ain't going to fight you. I'm going to freeze you out for 2 years. And he did everything that he could to not fight Dillian Whyte. If you don't consider that a duck and a cowardly move, I don't know what to tell you. Really, I don't. And Dillian Whyte offered him, at the time, more money than Wilder's ever made in his career. Now, with Luis Ortiz, it was ordered that Dillian Whyte and Luis Ortiz fight for the secondary mandatory, not mandatory, secondary mandatory. And Dillian Whyte said, jog on. Why should I? Luis Ortiz has literally just come off of a loss to Deontay Wilder. Why have I got to fight Luis Ortiz for? For a secondary mandatory. I'll fight him, but for the mandatory, not for secondary mandatory. So even had he took that fight, he would still be in the same position now as what he would have been. So it really made no difference. But either way, Dillian Whyte, he did offer Luis Ortiz up to $2 million to fight him in the headliner pay-per-view at the O2 Arena. Luis Ortiz turned it down because he wanted to go fight Travis Kaufman on the undercard of Wilder Fury Part 1. And it's not the first time that Dillian Whyte has offered Luis Ortiz out as well, when Luis Ortiz was with Matchroom. Luis Ortiz didn't want to fight Dillian Whyte. He wanted to go fight Maddox Scott and looked terrible in that fight. And then he wanted to go fight Dave Allen. So again, Luis Ortiz has been offered opportunities to fight Dillian Whyte, but yet people want to say Dillian Whyte avoided him. Unbelievable. Otto Wallin had a fantastic performance against Tyson Fury, and he could have capitalized on that one, but instead he wanted to go low-key and fight Lucas Brown. Of course, that fight fell apart due to the whole pandemic and that's been going on, and now he signed up to fight Travis Kaufman. So again, Otto Wallin, he could have capitalized, but didn't want to do it. Again, it's a fact, okay? With Ruiz Jr., again, okay, he had a fantastic win over Anthony Joshua. Yes, he lost the belts. He's made a whole crap load of money, and he could have made a lot more money. In fact, he could have made $2 million to fight Dillian Whyte in the UK, or $4 million, negotiable to $5 million to fight in the US, but he didn't want to do that. In fact, it looks like now he's been signing up to be taking on Chris Arreola, which is great for the Mexican fans, I suppose, but for worldwide boxing, not really. We all know Chris Arreola is a journeyman / gatekeeper. All right, anyway, here is Dillian Whyte's words.
Mess around and you know, it's a fight. I'll take it. You know, like I'll fight probably look to fight someone like Otto Wallin or someone like that. You know,
He's fighting Travis Kaufman next, isn't he?
Yeah. That just goes to show these guys say, oh, they're great guys and this and the other. You're fighting Travis Kaufman. I'm fighting Alexander Povetkin. And that's been people in every division are so ungrateful. It's like, look who these guys fight. Look who I'm fighting.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
just
true.
Look at it that way. You know? Look, Otto Wallin just fight Tyson Fury. Now he's fighting, what's this guy's name? Travis Kaufman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's like a gatekeeper,
and that's how, he's saying a gatekeeper. Travis Kaufman's journeyman.
Yeah. He ran from Ortiz, didn't he? The entire fight.
Yeah, he's a journeyman. Travis Kaufman's journeyman. How much losses does Travis Kaufman have now? I know what is. Let me check quickly.
I have no idea. No idea.
Actually.
And I see that Andy Ruiz Jr. is going to be fighting Chris Arreola. Same thing, isn't it?
That guy needs to just. I don't know, man. I have no idea, man. What Andy Ruiz is doing. I have no idea what he's doing. You know, what is he doing though? Seriously though, what is he doing?
I have no idea. He turned down 4 going on 5 million to fight you. Is he going to get that to fight Chris Arreola?
He's a joke, man. He's a proper waste man. He's a proper waste man, Andy Ruiz. He's a proper. He's the ultimate definition of a waste man.
Yeah.
But Kaufman's only had 2 losses, 32 and 3. 3 losses have been knockout twice. He's 34 and off. No, what old is he? 36. Oh, I don't know what it is. He lost to Ruiz Ortiz, KO. Lost to Amir Mansour, unanimous. Then he lost to my guy called Tony Garano, KO.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, there's Tony Garano. I heard of him before actually.
Yeah.
He's 20 and 3 and 1 no contest.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's who Otto Wallin wants to fight and Andy Ruiz Jr. At the end of the day, they had plenty of opportunities for a big payday for you. At some point, they'll come knocking on your door.
Yeah. Remember, I called Wallin out and the other guy. What's his name? The other Andy Ruiz, but Andy Ruiz is a joke, man. It's a joke. Then now he's saying, I want to fight Dillian Whyte. I want to shut him up. I want to shut up his big mouth. But all of a sudden, now you want to shut me up because the work's dried up. You know, you spent most of your money on BS. You know?
Yeah. What you do, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But it's like people saying, well, why is Dillian fighting like a Povetkin? He's old. He should be fighting Ortiz. I'm like, you do realise that Ortiz is older than Povetkin, right?
Yeah, exactly. Ortiz is way older than Povetkin. Way older.
Yeah.
You know, Ortiz is way older than Povetkin. But Povetkin's a better fighter than Ruiz Ortiz. Look at the resume. Ruiz Ortiz's record is best fight in his record is Deontay Wilder, Brian Jennings, and the Argentinian guy, what's his name? Crap, I forget the guy's name.
I know he beat an old Tony Thompson, didn't he?
Yeah, he beat Tony Thompson. Well, Tony Thompson's not really, you know. But he beat an undefeated guy that was at 24 and 0, but a nobody. Argentinian guy.
Yeah, was that the guy that he beat then got overturned to a no contest because he fell for PEDs?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
I think so. Because I tried to fight a guy about 2 years before he fought him.
Yeah. Well,
but no, Povetkin's got a very good record, and that's like, people that start rubbishing boxing, man. There's a lot of people that's talking, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why should you do this? Why should you do that? You know, a lot of people in boxing are scared. There's a lot of people saying, why are you fighting at matchmaker quarters or you should wait for a crowd? I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. I'm not a coward, you know what I mean? I meet these things head on. I'm not someone who's just going to be scared and shut up and be like, I'm not going to do nothing. No, I'm going to fight, you know what I mean? You know, I'm going to fight on. It's my career, you know? I'm going to fight on and do what I do best, and that's to bring maximum violence.
I love that quote. Maximum violence. It sounds nasty. About Team Wilder, saying that Tyson Fury had loaded gloves. A member of his team went into Deontay Wilder's changing room and spiked his water and all this kind of shit.
It's stupid. If that was true and they allowed that to happen, then Wilder's team is stupid.
Mm.
You know? Okay, they allow someone to come in your changing room and spike your water.
Yeah.
They're idiots. You know, they got themselves to blame. Wilder need to get a better team. You know?
That's very true.
It's true though.
Yeah.
Can you allow someone to come in the changing room, spike it? They just chat rubbish, man.
Of course.
They're just talking a lot of BS, man.
Well, it is, isn't it? That's exactly what it is. It's all bullshit, isn't it?
I hate people like that. You know, if you just said, you know what, I had a bad day at the office, I lost, cool.
Exactly.
I'm gonna regroup and come again.
That's the best way to do it.
But you know, when you're a coward, you know, cowards always look for excuses and stuff like that. And when Deontay Wilder is a coward, I don't care what no one says.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder is the ultimate coward.
The coward of the county. That's exactly what he is.
He's a coward of the continent, not the county.